Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We have another very exciting game for you guys here at your local recreational league. As you guys can see, we're wasting zero time as we are already in the middle of the action. As you guys know, I am here to give you guys the meat of the action, that is. And right away, we have one attack on the other side, and we have a throw-in going on the other side. Now, number 13 with the throw-in looks more like he was trying to shoot a three-pointer, if you ask me. But nonetheless, we have had a little bit of action on both sides. And now we got a speed chase going on. Number 5 being chased by Ramiro like if he just stole his girl. He passes it back to his goalkeeper. Goalkeeper says, I'm going to have the first whiff of the game, and he's going to make a mess and send it out for a corner. Victor to put the ball into the box has the first corner for Aguascalientes. Ladies and gentlemen, we already know how this goes. It is a recreational league, so the ball is going to be booted up in the air. But Kevin says, none of that. I'm going to settle the ball. I'm going to play calm, and now I'm going to boot it up the field. Number 13, Sanchez, having a chase, already getting caught out of position. The game just started, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the ball being fed through. Number 13 looks like he has a question, raises his hand, remembers he is in the middle of a soccer game, and boots the ball out of the danger zone. Now, the red team, and it looks like we're going to have to call this team the red team once again, because once again we have zero idea what the name of the team is. But look at that, great coverage from number 13 as the red team was trying to build a play. Lovely nutmeg there by Victor, humiliating the opponent. And now we got the red team going on here. They have a shot on what should have been on target. We got a candidate for the worst shot of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, scratch that, as that is the worst shot you're going to see all game. And Sanchez, number 13, sees that they have a goal kick, says, maybe if I just sneak back in here, nobody will see me. Gustavo says, get out of my box, fool, go back to your position, which he does. Jogs back into place. Ball goes up the field. Another opportunity. Toro with the header. Cannot make the proper connection, but great attack here. Gustavo doing his best Tom Brady impression, just launches the ball, Hail Mary up the field. Kevin decides to send the through ball to Che. Che is gonna find Ramiro. Ramiro, lovely one touch to Noah. What a good play that they are building up here. Surely this is going to lead to something very special for Aguascalientes, and scratch that. It was too good to be true. The ball has been given away directly to the opposing team. Lovely one-touch football here by the red team, but a crucial touch by number 13, sending the ball back to Kevin, and Kevin's pass is blocked, and now the red team can be on the breakaway here. We got a number 9 from the red team holding the ball, passing it to his teammate, who decides to try to weave through, but of course cannot get past Sanchez, number 13. We got the mascot. The mascot has arrived onto the field, ladies and gentlemen, accompanied by number 13, Sanchez's mom. And speaking of number 13, Toro's going to find Sanchez in the middle of the field. Look at the way he just weaves through the opponents. Effortlessly finds Noah. Now the red team can be on the counter, but Kevin, once again, being the stud that he is, controls the ball. Sanchez says, Toro, you can pass me the ball here. Toro says, shut up. I see you. I don't need you, and decides to go along instead. Now, Toro once again recovering the ball to Tony. Tony's going to do the right thing and pass the ball to Sanchez, number 13. And once again, dropping defenders like he's Ronaldinho, but remembers he's actually just Luis Sanchez and loses the ball. But if we fast forward the play really quick, as the red team tries to build up the attack, we realize that Sanchez, number 13, is going to mend his error, and he's going to win the ball back. Great determination. Once again, the ball by Tony played to number 13, who's patiently waiting for the right moment to make the pass. And he sends Chet on his way, who has a great opportunity to make the game 1-0. And he decides to chip for absolutely no reason. Ramiro can't believe it. Ramiro says, you could have passed me the ball. Turns back and says, why didn't he pass me the ball? Now, Noah, on the other hand, could not care less. His team literally about to score, could not be interested in the game whatsoever. Decides to look elsewhere, finds something else more important. Ball played up in the air. Victor with a lovely header and a sublime touch by number 13 to settle the ball down. Chest says, this looks too good for me. I'm going to boot it up the field senselessly for no reason. And now the ball being played in the middle of the park, and number 13 once again distributes to Carlos at the left back position, who's going to send the ball up the field, and the camera decides to stay with number 13 as if we didn't have some action going on the other side of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor lifts his head up. Toro says, pass it to me, I got it. And ladies and gentlemen, he indeed does not got it. And now Toro is going to send a through ball to Ramiro, and at this moment in time, the camera operator decides to give us a great visual of the grass. In case you guys were wondering, the grass is looking greener than ever. Well, it's actually turf, so it's not going to be changing color anytime soon. But if you guys look at the very, very top corner of your screen, there is a football match going on, and we see a great save from the goalkeeper from Ramiro's effort. And the ball does go out for a corner, and Victor once again to put the ball into the box. This time the ball goes straight to the first player. Now Carlos recovers the rebound. Can the red team break? And no, they cannot, because once again Tony and Sua looking as solid as ever, unbeatable. And I spoke too soon, ladies and gentlemen, because now the opposite team is on the attack, and number 13 from the red team wishes he was number 13 from Aguascalientes, because he completely scuffs the opportunity. Now Kevin looking to build up from the back is going to boot it up and he passes to number 13. Can he get there? No, of course he cannot. Way too slow. Needs to work on his sprints during the week. But a great football match so far. We got a casualty, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize, but this is what happens when you film live sports. Victor pokes the ball over to Noah. Noah's through on goal. Can he get a shot away? Goes into the box. Hey! A clear and obvious foul in the box. The referee, Manny Pacquiao, has no choice but to call a penalty. And ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves another casualty, but who can blame the camera operator as this game is getting very tense. Noah with the golden opportunity to put Aguascalientes up 1-0, which he does. Lovely composure, sends the ball one way, sends the goalkeeper the other way. Aguascalientes up 1-0 with a very well-deserved lead, and now the red team is going to have to be the one to take initiative, and they do so right there. Kevin and Tony can't get it. Sua decides to go with his cleats up, acts like he does nothing wrong. The referee doesn't call it, therefore we must play on. And now Victor once again has the opportunity to lead the attack, sends the through ball to Noah. Noah, what can he do? He cuts back right here. Can this be the opportunity? Can he get a shot away? No, he cannot, but the ball falls to Toro, who can get a shot away. But ladies and gentlemen, a great save from the goalkeeper. Out for a corner kick. This corner can prove to be a very crucial part of the game, and clearly the camera operator did not think so, as we do not get to see it in the highlights. And once again, Chess says we've been playing nice football for a while, time to boot it up the field senselessly for no reason. Now number 13 having a conversation with the referee, Manny Pacquiao. Now he's having a conversation with the player in red. Looks like he's trying to make friends in the middle of the game. The player in red could not care less what he has to say. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves another candidate for the worst shot you're gonna see all game. But we pan over to some dogs on the side of the field, and rightfully so. The highlight of the game so far, undoubtedly. Look at this, a couple of spiffy looking dogs, each one in their respective sweater, fashionable dogs. However, we must get back into the action. Now the red team again on the front foot, and once again Sua at the back, solid as ever. The ball falls to number 13, who waits for the perfect time and sends Ramiro in on a through ball. Now Ramiro's through on goal, sends the ball over to Noah. Noah has a golden opportunity to make it 2-0. Where's the shot? Where's the composure? Where's the camera operator? Where's anything? Noah's on the ground, and the ball is lost and booted up the field. But the ball is going to be won in the air by Toro. Falls to number 13, Sanchez, with a lovely flick over the opponent. Can he get a shot away? Yes, he can, but unfortunately falls right into the hands of the goalkeeper. It's been a great game so far. It's been a very entertaining game, very fast paced. We get a lovely visual of the entire field here. And what do we have here? We have the dog trying to eat up some camera time. Look at that, strutting her stuff, making sure she gets seen by the camera. Tony tries to flick the ball over to Chet. Unfortunately, it does not reach his intended target, but the ball is won again in the middle of the park. And number 10 says, not today. And Tony says, let me put a stop to that. And number 10 from the red team activates turtle mode. Look at that form, ladies and gentlemen. That is excellent form. Even Tony himself goes up to him and he has to congratulate him and says, I really like your turtle form, man. Unfortunately, at the end of all this, Manny Pacquiao, the referee, has called a free kick for the red team. The dog is clearly not happy, wants to go give the referee a piece of her mind. She is stopped, regains composure, gets off the field, and decides not to go after the referee. Let's see what the red team can do here. An easy shot should be comfortable for Gustavo. Makes an absolute mess of it, but manages to keep the ball out of the goal right at the last second. And the red team once again looking to send a through ball, but Sua at the back. We might as well call him Dwayne Johnson because he's been a rock all game. Chet projects Tony. The quickster down the line. Is he going to get there? What can he do? He lifts his head up and he's going to see Victor across the field. Lovely switch of the ball, but Victor says, why the hell did you give me the ball? Go ahead and take it back, my friend, and sends the ball back over to Tony. And Tony, what is he going to do? We cannot see what's going on at the corner. We pan to Tony, who is activating dolphin mode. Would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen? Inspired by turtle mode that we saw earlier, decides to activate dolphin mode himself. Excellent form. Look at that, both feet up in the air, hands to the side, but he gets up and realizes unfortunately nobody cared about the dolphin mode, and very slowly and sadly makes his way back to position. Oh, look at that fake by Che. Sends the ball over to Tony. And Tony with another golden opportunity to redeem himself and does well to beat the first man. What can they come up with here? And the ball is passed directly to the opposing team. Now, is the red team going to have one more chance to create something right before the end of the half? Unfortunately for them, they do not, as the referee calls halftime. Sanchez, number 13, tried to give somebody direction. Nobody's listening. Nobody cares. Let's look at his shoes instead. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like he is wearing a pair of white shoes, in case anybody was wondering. A very intense team talk going on the opposite side of the field by Aguascalientes. Now the dog, the mascot, pacing back and forth, nervous, worried, because she knows that despite Aguascalientes having the advantage, the lead 1-0, knows that one goal is not enough to seal the victory. Look at her out in full support with her sweater matching the colors of Aguascalientes, who today is wearing the gray uniform rather than the purple. We get a lovely visual of the sky. It is a very lovely night to play football. And now we got number 13 coming over to this side to say hello to the fans. Why does he look like that? Why does he walk like that? At least we do get a close-up of his shoes, and we can indeed see that he is wearing a pair of white shoes. Now the red team being down 1-0, anxious to get us back into play, already set up on the field. Aguascalientes taking their sweet time. Sanchez makes his way back on the field, accompanied by the dog, who says her last words of encouragement. And hold on a second, is that a gritty we see on the field? Ladies and gentlemen, we can confirm that is indeed a gritty, and it is provided by Freddy, who has just come on the field, and his first contribution to the game is indeed a gritty. Now let's just remind you guys that the red team does find themselves 1-0, so let's see what their strategy is going to be for the second half. Well, it looks like their strategy is going to be falling like the damsel in distress. Unfortunately for them, they realize that nobody cares. Nobody's going to be the knight in shining armor. And now we got some lovely football being played by Aguascalientes. Number 13 being urged to shoot. He does, and the ball goes just wide. Unfortunately, cannot find the back of the net, but some lovely play by Aguascalientes there. And Toro, being the warrior that he is going to fight for the ball. He's going to slide cleats up on the opponent in the middle of the field. Then he's going to bounce the ball off for a good measure. Tries to apologize, tries to make friends. Number 7 is having none of it. Look at that replay, the intensity, and then just bounces the ball off of his leg for a good measure. Tries to apologize to the opponent. The opponent is having absolutely none of it and gives Toro a shove, who is still doing his best to make amends. And now a free kick has been called for the red team in the middle of the field for that challenge by Toro. And now our friend Manny Pacquiao is looking to regain control of the game. He has a yellow card in his hand. We do not see who is dished out to, but he says, it must be Christmas time because I have enough cards to give out to everybody, and busts out one more yellow card. The player in red is having none of it, but he does cooperate by showing the referee what his number is. Look at our friend Manny Pacquiao. Nothing gets by him. The ball being put into the box, and it's cleared. It's backheeled out of the danger zone. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. If that's not composure, I do not know what is. Now we got the ball bouncing. Should be an easy play for number 15, and he remembers that this is an amateur league being played at a park and says, I'm going to make an absolute mess of it. Now number 13 picks up the ball. We got the goalkeeper saying, maybe if I head back here, I won't actually have to try to block. Nope, I've been spotted, therefore I must go back out and try to make a save. And it's going to be Sanchez, number 13, trying to take advantage of the situation. A curler to the back post, and it hits the frame of the goal, ladies and gentlemen. He can't believe it. Hands on his head. Still dwelling over it. Get over it, mate. We get another visual of the grass still being green, in case you guys were wondering if it had changed color from one half to the next. We can confirm it is indeed still green. Now we got Sua out, playing out from the back. Number 13 loses the ball in the lights, but does very well to put his body in the way. And now Sanchez, number 13, recovers the ball back, kick to the ground, and the player from the red team seems to want to exchange jerseys with him for whatever reason. This is usually done after the game. For some reason, he could not wait to do it after and decides to do it mid-game. So what happened is he kicked my leg down, and as I fell down, I grabbed onto his jersey to try to take him down with me. And he didn't like that, so he said, if you want my jersey, I'll give it to you right now. And I just said, I don't want no shitty-ass player's jersey. But taking your shirt off in the middle of the game is against the rules, so Manny Pacquiao once again decides to give out a card. Let's pan over to see what our mascot is doing on the sideline. Let's do a quick check on her. Is she eating a bag of Doritos? Ladies and gentlemen, who authorized that? And it is, after all of this, going to be a free kick for Aguascalientes, taken by Freddy. Should be another easy ball. Once again, they make a mess out of it, and this time Toro pounces on the rebound and gets the second goal for Aguascalientes. A very well-deserved lead. 2-0 this time. It's going to be a mountain to climb for the red team. 2 goes down, has no option but to be on the attack on the front foot. Unfortunately for them, number 13, solid as ever, breaks up the play, and now he's juggling the ball in the middle of the field. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that skill, look at that technique. Fouled by the red team, and the red team clearly not happy with that call, giving number 13 Sanchez a piece of their mind. 3 players are talking to him at once. All he can do is remind him that he is indeed winning by 2-0. Says, what do you want me to do, man? I'm just out here balling. And now Manny Pacquiao is giving out a red card. He's had enough of the red team cussing at him all game, decides to take action. The dog on the sideline looks worried. She knows this is getting out of hand, does not know what to do about the whole situation. And the referee says, you know what, I forgot we have a sale going on for red cards, so I'm going to give you guys 2 for the price of 1, and decides to bust out another red card. The player who wanted to take his shirt off in the middle of the game finally gets to take his shirt off, and the red team decides to forfeit the game rather than finish it because of the referee. Now number 13, making friends, finally has somebody shake his hand, and we are unable to finish the game because the team in red decided to forfeit. I apologize as we did not get to watch a full match today, but to make up for lost time, here are some more videos for you guys to enjoy of my dog getting some proper camera time. If you guys enjoyed the game, the commentary, or both, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys are not liking the games or the commentary, just want to let you guys know that my dog likes to regularly attend my games, so if nothing else, stay tuned for more content of my dog being supportive.